Scott Pilgrim versus the world. Reasonably famous leading man. Big budget, lots of special effects, lots of action sequences, very fast-paced, well-reviewed, and a total box office flop. Everyone's trying to figure out why. And I'm not above the fray. I have my own theories. 5 reasons why Scott Pilgrim flopped. Number 5, Cera. I don't agree with this, okay? I just want to make that clear right off the bat, that I don't agree with audiences that shunned this movie because of Cera. I know that he always plays the same kind of character, but so does Robert De Niro. And just like Robert De Niro, Cera is actually a pretty good actor. He emotes well, his facial expressions are quick and organic, and they feel honest in the situation. He is a good actor, but the moment I saw the trailer for Scott Pilgrim for the first time, there was an audible, when he appeared on screen. He may be a good actor, but the public is sick of him. The movie business is a business, and they make business decisions. So this is probably the last time you'll see Cera as a starring character in a film, unless it's some obscure indie film. This is the last time that a major studio will bank on his name recognition to sell a movie. They've done it several times in the past. They've been burned too many times. This time it was a $60 million investment, so you're probably never going to see him in a titular role again, at least not in a mainstream Hollywood movie. Number 4, timid audiences. Audiences are a bunch of big, fat, blubbering pussies. If anything looks just a little bit strange to them, like, I'm not so sure about that, they're not going to cough up their hard-earned money. They want to go see something safe like Transformers 2. Giant robots beating the shit out of each other, okay, I'm there. Some hipster flick about a guy who has to beat 7 evil exes, and ooh, okay, I'm not so sure about that. That sounds a little strange to me. Not gonna shell out the cash for that one. All that hyper-stylized ninja shit just ain't for me. I'm gonna go spend my money to watch the giant robots punch each other in their robot faces. That's more up my alley as a mainstream American moviegoer. They're scared to buy the ticket. A lot of them, if they shelled out the money and sat down and watched the movie, they would say, that's pretty good. And the reason I know that is because I went to see the movie the other night with a large crowd of people, most of whom didn't really want to see it, and everyone was like, hey, that was pretty good. Yeah, go figure. A high-budget, well-acted, well-reviewed movie is pretty good. But audiences are timid. They're so scared that a movie might waste 2 precious hours of their time that they could have used cleaning lint out of their belly button or watching Justin Bieber videos on YouTube. Who knows? Number 3, 15 years too late. Scott Pilgrim is, in a lot of ways, the essential 90s movie. People still go to arcades, people still listen to rock music, everyone is super hip. This is a 90s movie. Unfortunately, it's 2010 or 2010, depending on which side of that debate you're on. This really doesn't reflect our culture anymore. Kids who listen to Lady Gaga and Keisha aren't likely to understand the culture presented to them in this movie. It seems totally foreign, like some alien place that they've never been to and aren't interested in going. Number 2, incredibly shitty marketing. Maybe that's a bit of an overstatement, because when I saw the trailer, my thoughts were, maybe. Maybe I'll go see that. Maybe if the reviews are good and I don't have anything better to do, I'll wind up seeing that movie. In fact, the only reason I did see it is because I was dragged along by the group. Most of them didn't even want to see it. I don't know why we did end up seeing it. I think it was because there was nothing else that we wanted to see and we were too late to see Piranha. We really wanted to see Piranha because we wanted to see those big 3D juggling tits on the big screen. I don't know why they're juggling, but whatever, juggly tits. There are plenty of scenes in that movie that could have been used in the trailer. They would not have spoiled the movie, but they would have put the audience's asses in those seats. This is one of those really strange instances where the best parts of the movie aren't in the trailer. And usually I complain when the best parts of the movie are in the trailer because then, man, I've already seen all the good stuff. But now that I see how poorly marketed this film was and how much better of a job could have been done, I kind of see why it's essential that you do put the best parts in the trailer. And they're still going to be great in the movie because in the trailer you're seeing them out of context. And in context, they're even funnier. So I don't know who cut these trailers, but they did a piss poor job. Every trailer for the movie should have emphasized a different element of the film. Every trailer tried to be so all over the place that you didn't really know what the film's genre was. And of course the film doesn't really have a genre, it's all over the place. But each trailer could have made the film appear that it was a certain genre. You could have had one trailer that made it look like an action movie, one trailer that made it look romantic, and you put the romantic trailers in front of movies that girls want to see, and you put the action-y trailers in front of movies that guys want to see, and then you could have built an audience. So I don't understand who did the marketing for this film, but they did a bad job. But the number one reason why Scott Pilgrim flopped, and really it's the most important reason, is stupidity. The stupidity of the American movie-going public. Remember earlier how we talked about how they want to go see Transformers, and they want to go see The Expendables, and they want to go see all of these action movies and people blowing each other up and terrible acting, terrible plots, terrible dramatic structure, bad reviews, all the critics hate it. Anyone with a brain should hate it, but of course the American movie-going audience, for the most part, do not have brains. They're a mass of stupid conformist drones who want to eat what they're given. Oh, here's another Stallone movie. This time he's playing Rambo and Rocky at the same time, and the American moviegoer's like, that doesn't make sense, but it sounds pretty good. So we're stupid. That's the reason why this movie failed. It's a good movie. It had good reviews. Everything about it should have made it a success, but it failed because audiences are stupid. And I know that that's unpopular to say. I know that I'm not supposed to say stuff like that, but can we be honest, please? And I'm not saying that everyone is stupid. I'm not saying that humanity as a whole is stupid. I'm just saying, like, 80 to 90% of it is. And that's why movies like this don't get the recognition that they deserve. However, I am optimistic about this movie's future. I think that it will find its audience, and it will recoup its budget. Maybe it'll take a few years, but I think it will do it simply because it's so damn good. When people see it, they say, you know, that was pretty fucking good. But when they say it's pretty fucking good, what they really mean is that it's great, but they're kind of embarrassed to admit that it's great, so they're going to say that it's pretty good and move on with their lives. But I love that movie. I've been quoting it with my friends nonstop since. It's a really quotable movie, and if you haven't seen it, for any of the reasons I listed earlier, please go do so before it leaves theaters, because it is really solid. I'm the Distressed Watcher, signing out.